And then we come now, in every level of Trinidad and Tobago, we have gone backwards. No water for weeks in parts of Grandy and Talparo. The issue here is the pumping station. I just checked with someone there, and they said the filter is not working. Until they fix that filter, the pump can't push any water. In Boabande village, Sangre Grande, Amin Hanif said she had been deprived of water since January. Diego Martin had no water, people are truck, and so on. But look, Marvelous Marvin, look at how marvelous Marvin is. Marvelous Marvin, how is Ecliff Eli? We go deal with you just now. But Marvelous Marvin, what is this going on? What is this water gushing? Because you said your attack express run it. Watch this.
Millions of gallons of water leaking here, right? Before Paul say Alibero.
You see that water gushing out there? And then we seeing that WASA suspends 3 workers. When I hearing from the inside that area had no water for 10 years. And then this one came in and made decisions to take away water from certain areas to pump it to other areas. And now they're trying to use the workers as scapegoats and then suspend them. But to the union at WASA, to the PSA, all you had to stand firm and fight. The OWTU laid down the fight with this wicked, oppressive PNM, and now we're suffering. Well, somebody had to stand up and fight, and I believe, WASA, it falls upon you. Y'all cannot let Marvelous Marva get away with that. Furthermore, Marvelous Marva attack the Express. Marvelous Marva said the Express lie on him. That never said, and there was never any factual position or any statistics or any report that said that WASA was losing 50 to 55% of its potable water through leaks. That's what Marvelous Marva said, you know. Look, he even paid $20,000 for a full page ad to say, these are the facts. WASA does not lose 50% of its water to leaks and has never released any data to this effect. It is unfortunate that this particular untruth is repeated in the media till it is now embedded in the public psyche. Really? So the media lie. WASA never say that it lose 50% of the leaks? Well, let me just quote from Marvelous Marva himself. Okay? It was Gonzalez himself, the Express. For the Express, this is journalism. You see, you finally coming to print the truth. If you had been doing this since 2010, we would never have had to suffer through PNM for 8.5 years. Our country would not have gone into the chasm that it has fallen into. However, says the Express, it was Gonzalez himself who, while reading from a prepared speech last year at the Caribbean Regional Water Loss Conference in the Hilton Trinidad and Conference Center, St. Anne's, stated that according to the latest estimates, as much as 50% of this country's water is lost somewhere between its production and the end user. His words, you know. He read out the speech, you know. He dress up in suit, probably a Ecliff Eli suit, gone in the Hilton, read the speech that says 50% of the water produced by WASA is lost when it's pumped from wherever, trying to get to you, the people. He said, but he come out and pay $20,000 to say everybody lie. Well, he said that he lie because it's he who said it. He continued, the loss is even quantified. This is Marvelous Marvin, you know, at Hilton last year. The loss is even further quantified in the vicinity of $287 million annually. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not lunch money. This is $287 million that could be used to upgrade and replace the aging infrastructure. That is Marvin Gonzalez. But Marvin Gonzalez, you are the Minister of Public Utilities, and you weren't aware in 2017, 2018, there was a joint select committee where WASA officials put on the Hansard that at that time, 50 to 55% of water produced by WASA was being lost through leaks, that there were some 4,800 leaks, and then the Pomsite man, the one who liked to ride horse with little boys in front of him, was the Minister of Public Utilities. Then in came Minister LeHunt, who swore in twice, and Newsday did a whole special with him in a suit. I said, Superman coming. And that man LeHunt said, there are 4,800 leaks, losing 4.2 billion gallons of water per month. And by the time the 31st of December reaches, I will reduce that by 90%. Well, I was on the radio that time, and I wait till, I let the whole of January pass. I wait till February to show that he lied, because the number of leaks increased. But I didn't wait only that. Marvelous Marvin, haven't you been paying attention? Joint Select Committee, the Douglas was there with your chairman, Nanga. Run it, Archie.
At the time we started with the leak repair drive, we were looking at an approximate figure of 5,000 leaks in our system. And that would have been at the point when we developed the digital dashboard to allow us to track the leaks that we were dealing with. And we would have repaired that 5,000 leak backlog. That's the backlog that we met in place. That's the backlog that persons that would have been referring to all along. Currently, based on our system, we have 1,500 current leaks that we're in the process of addressing. Of course, we can't say that we have 1,500 leaks. That is a moving target.
Because he gave us some nice information there that moved us from the realm of fantasy into a bit of reality. So one follow-up to Chairman Nanga. So there are 1,500 leaks now. Now, not in a scientific manner, but more in a guesstimate manner based on 4,200 leaks losing 4.2 billion gallons of water per month. If there are 1,500 leaks now, we are saying that WASA is currently under our road infrastructure and under our houses and our buildings and everything, that there is approximately still 1.2 to 1.5 billion gallons of water being wasted by leaks from WASA's infrastructure.
Thank you. I'm not sure whether the member got those figures, but it's the amount of water lost by leaks is not in the billions. It's in the millions, perhaps hundreds of millions. So it is the 90 million gallons of water would be lost by leaks.
Chairman Nanga, it is unfortunate that you have been at the helm of WASA for a very long time, and you do not understand the quantum of water lost by leaks. You're telling me that it's not billions of gallons. Let me tell you something. I don't open my mouth before I research. The average back in 2017, the average potable water produced and pumped by WASA to supply Trinidad and Tobago was about 7.2 to 7.3 billion gallons per month. At the rate of leakage of 4,200 leaks, WASA was losing 50 to 56% of their potable water through leakage, which amounted to an average of 4.2 billion gallons per month.
Yeah, the figure that I got from the CEO, and I would turn over to the CEO in terms of those figures.
Losses. Those are losses that you will be seeing on the roadways and so forth system. They amounted 90 million gallons per day, which would be about 7.2 billion gallons for the month.
Now that was a joint pop up the volume, right? So Nanga didn't know, but the CEO come and correct the chairman, and it was 90 million gallons per day. Multiply by 30, right? That's 2.7 billion gallons at their revised figure in 2023 of 1,500 leaks. But in 2017, WASA under PNM said there were 4,200 leaks and they were losing 55% of the water. This man, Marvelous Marvin, come and pay $20,000 to show that he's a complete idiot and he don't even know what's going on in the portfolio that he has. Because Rowley said, you know, he found a dunce. He was happy to have a dunce, and he put a dunce in charge of WASA who knew nothing about water and nothing about WASA. Is Rowley say that?
And I never imagined that leaks could have prevented people from getting an efficient water supply because it breaks down pressure and the water cannot go to communities on the upper levels.
And that is why, as Prime Minister, I was very happy after the election results came out. Then I got somebody who had no connection, no understanding, no nothing to do with WASA.
Let me tell you, pull back up the volume, make sure you hear me. Let me quote from Marvelous Marvin, his own words, you know, because he come out saying the Express lie, everybody lie, people lie, Joint Select Committee lie, the WASA CEO lie, the WASA workers lie, the Joint Select Committee in 2017, everybody lie. It did not know none of that, but let me see if Marvelous Marvin lied too. Because let's quote from his speech that he read, you know, he is the same minister in Hilton Conference Center, printed in the Express by Joel Julian on Sunday Express, 10th March, page 3. Another part of his speech, An aging 700-kilometer pipeline infrastructure is matched only by an almost rigor mortar-sized approach to the acceptance of new ideas in the interim. The last estimate tells us that between 40 to 50% of water is lost somewhere between its production and the end user. 40 to 50%. This man say in his speech, water is lost, it disappears, because when they try to pump it to you, leak all over the place. But in this thing, here the same Marvelous Marvin, not two of them, you know. Maybe he bipolar, I don't know. But it's only one Marvelous Marvin, you know. These are the facts. WASA does not lose 50% of its water to leaks and has never released any data to this effect. Has never released any data to this effect. It is unfortunate that this particular untruth is repeated in the media till it is now embedded in the public psyche. Let me quote from Marvelous Marvin. The loss is even further quantified in the vicinity of $287 million annually. An aging 700-kilometer pipeline. The last estimate tells us that between 40 or 50% of water is lost somewhere between the production and the end user. Marvin tell Marvin that Marvin lied to Marvin, and Marvin blame Express and blame the population for lying, but the statistics there on Joint Select Committee, on Hansard, 3 different Joint Select Committees. Come again, Marvin. Come again, Marvelous Marvin, says the Express. The Express says, for the second time in 5 months, Public Utilities Minister Marvin Gonzalez has given the public misleading information. Last November, Mr. Gonzalez told the Parliament that the Telecommunications Service of Trinidad and Tobago had not had a cyber breach. Now we found out that that was true. With respect to TSTT, the minister later stated that he had been given incorrect information. With WASA, he has no such excuse. In a speech in March of last year at the Caribbean Regional Water Loss Conference, the minister admitted that 40 to 50% is lost somewhere between its production and the end user. Strictly speaking, not all this loss may be due to leaks. As the ad notes, water loss includes leaks, illegal connections, unauthorized consumption. However, in his ad, Minister Gonzalez was careful not to specify what percentage is lost to leaks as compared to illegal connections and unauthorized consumption. The minister is no doubt also familiar with the 3rd report of the Joint Select Committee on Land and Physical Infrastructure, which stated the non-revenue water is estimated between 40 to 50% based on a historical figure recorded in December 2021, and may be greater given that it does not take into account water loss to illegal connection. So in the Joint Select Committee, they said specific to leaks. That one you saw with me in talking, and Nanga talk nonsense, and the CEO had to correct the chairman, the PNM chairman. That was specific to leaks, which was 40 to 50%, and that was last year, 2022. But since 2017, the PNM was stating that 50 to 55% of water was lost during leaks. LaHunt was to come to fix it, and he exacerbated it. This clown come because Rowley find a dunce to put in charge, and the dunce is a dunce and leads WASA into duncehood. And he come to lie on himself. The minister is no doubt also familiar, right? So why did Minister Gonzalez, after accusing this newspaper of perpetuating a great untruth, refuse to provide accurate figures? Is it because he doesn't have them, or because as the JSC report suggests, the actual leakage is higher than 50%? What makes his lack of vision even more inexcusable is that there is no need to reinvent the water wheel. Other countries have faced similar challenges and solved them through different policy measures. Since assuming office, Minister Gonzalez has given no hint of what new policies WASA's management intends to pursue, assuming policy changes are even considered. If Minister Gonzalez has proved one thing, it is that he prefers to avoid unpalatable facts, even if that means misleading the people of TNT. Express editorial, the 11th of March 2024. Marvelous, Marvin, really? And look, let me just show you in Diego Martin. Now this is the Prime Minister constituency and the acting Prime Minister constituency, and our next fella, all PNM Corporation, PNM all around. PNM in your juice, in your soup, in your doubles, in your roti, PNM all over, right? And look at the PNM in Diego Martin. Run it.
What a lovely day.
That's all right.
All the water watching the golf course. And we under WASA restrictions as of a couple of days ago. Perhaps somebody's playing golf this weekend. Wants the grass nice and green. Fantastic.
Under PNM, with Col Member, acting Prime Minister, Rowley Prime Minister, and our next one, the dons who couldn't get in Fatima. But on top of that, watch, we go find some leaks. WASA say, don't use your hose. They send in the WASA police to check if you're using your hose. We go find leaks. We just in Petit Valley heading to Diego Martin, a short distance. Look right there. Yes, all you don't use your hose, but look leak right there. WASA could waste water gushing. But you, don't wet your lawn, you know, don't wet your plants. Hot sun, so don't say I'm filming rainwater. Another leak. PNM, their incompetence, but they penalize you. Don't turn on your hose, they go charge you. Look, another one right here. PNM WASA leak, but you can't use your hose. Over 4.5 billion gallons of water wasting every month since 2017, 2018. But PNM coming to hound you down for using your hose. Well, this is the best one here. Right in Diego Martin, this leaking about 3 years now. This is not rainwater, you know.
This is water, all of this clean potable water coming out of our WASA area. All here. The trucks just fill up here and all here is leak, 2 or 3 leaks. They can't even turn off the tap when they finish filling up the trucks. All here is water wasting and leaking. But you, PNM, come to punish and penalize the citizens for their incompetence. I'm leaving it on, you know, because right here again, this Diego Martin, you know, this Rowley and him, but watch this. They had to put big hole and tire in it. Look at leak, WASA water wasting. Right on that corner there, that intersection, they fix a leak 3 times. Right, the same leak. Look, all here leaking. Yes, vote. Vote for incompetence. But you make sure, don't turn on your hose, you know, PNM coming for you. And then we finish up with one just in front of the house there, right on my street. That has been reported 11 months now. 7 different reports. WASA PNM people come to see it, mark it. But they can't come just so, you know, because water don't come by me regular. They just have to turn on the tank for 2 hours, 3 times a week to fill up your tank. So they don't know when it's leaking. They have to come and see. So they mark it 11 months ago and it's still there leaking every time they try to pump water up the hill. That is PNM incompetence. That is WASA. That is PNM board. And that's why they come to suffer you. The PNM incompetent, but penalize you. And now they also, if you flash up an image, they WASA power washing their own building, you know. But you can't use hose. They come in to charge you if you use hose. And let me tell you, if we don't use hose and we bathe for 1 minute, quick, take a cowboy, and we brush with teeth with a cup, do you know that if every citizen in Trinidad and Tobago did that and really conserve water, we could possibly save, if we were very efficient, 40 to 50 million gallons per week. That is 200 million at best per month, while WASA throws away since 2017 4.2 billion gallons per month, while they produce 7.3 billion gallons per month. This one say that all are we lie, including here, because he read all that statistics in Hilton in March last year. That is marvelous, spending too much time with Cliff Eli. The little bit of brain he had turned to sludge, just like all over Trinidad and Tobago, where WASA water dripping out, gushing out all over the place.